it any wonder that the NHIS has been in so much trouble since 2009 under the government of the NDC? Or let's take free SHS. The NDC made it volubly clear that they did not believe in it. They did not like the idea, and they rubbished it at every opportunity. It is not surprising, therefore, that they've been having such a hard time trying to run their watered-down version of free SHS. In other words, it helps to believe in something, to spend time and energy to think it through, and to get passionate and competent people to lead in the implementation of the program. That is the NPP attitude and our approach to the business of governance. We are not looking for catchy or meaningless slogans because they will win votes. We have not put together a manifesto that sounds good but does not positively affect the lives of our country. You have heard all our speakers today state clearly that we are offering solutions to the problems that face our country. We're offering solutions that will take our country out of the crisis in which we find ourselves. I've heard the President of the Republic make the breathtaking claim that the economy is not in crisis. And he went further to suggest that those who say the economy is in crisis have bad eyesight. The President even says that those who say our economy is in crisis are unpatriotic. Let me state clearly and without any equivocation that John Dramani Mahama cannot teach me any lessons in patriotism. My love for and belief in Ghana is total and has stood the test of time. All true lovers of Ghana know that the circumstances of our existence these past 8 years is not the Ghana that our forebears fought for. The Ghana of the past 4 years is certainly nothing like the Ghana that the current population of Ghanaians aspire to. I want a Ghana that has equal opportunities for all its citizens and provides quality, accessible education to ensure a skilled workforce that can compete in the globalized economy. When we talk about restoring allowances for teacher trainees, for example, it is not because it is a vote-catching strategy. It is an integral part of restoring dignity to the teaching profession. I want a Ghana where our young people can feel and be confident of a vibrant future. I want a Ghana where hard work pays and competence rewarded. I want our farmers, fisherfolk, traders, teachers, drivers, mechanics, students, nurses, carpenters, artisans, professionals, industrialists, hairdressers and tailors, and everybody trying to earn a living to feel their efforts are appreciated and they're able to prosper in their chosen fields. I want a Ghana where honest labor is remunerated with honest returns. I want a Ghana which has a vigorous social welfare system that protects the vulnerable and the disadvantaged. I want a Ghana which is a leader in technological innovation and scientific research in the region, on the continent, and in the world. I want a Ghana where we appreciate the importance of the environment, and we acknowledge that we are custodians of the forests, the rivers, the lands, and the animals for generations yet unborn. I want a Ghana where the cleaning of surroundings is not limited to a monthly activity, but is what we do regularly as part of daily activity. I want a Ghana where every citizen has access to potable water. I want a Ghana where the rule of law is the ultimate and equal sanction for all citizens. I want a Ghana where political activity is conducted with civility and honor, and no one thinks of rigging an election as an option. I want a Ghana whose public discourse is directed at resolving the urgent needs of the people, and not one based on a constant diet of ceaseless propaganda, deliberate misrepresentations, and outright lies. I want a Ghana where government is accountable to the electorate, not with artist impressions of projects and green books, but with cold facts and figures. That is how public officials treat citizens with respect. I want a Ghana where we do not have a political cycle of 3.5 years of suffering and 3 to 4 months of concerted effort to buy off the memory of pain. I want a Ghana where the innate good humor and well-known, vivid imagination of Pan-African vocation to build a strong West Africa within the context of a strong, confident Africa that plays its proper role in the Committee of Nations. President Mahama might not recognize the suffering of the people of Ghana and might not be hearing their cries because he has sadly insulated himself from the reality on the ground. He has probably not met young Godwin. He did what every child is urged to do. He went to school. He studied hard. He got good grades. He chose to go to the School of Hygiene, and he finished 3 years ago. He is still sitting at home. He hasn't got a job. No one who has been through the School of Hygiene for the past 4 years has been placed in our health system. I have met many of them and thousands more like him, young, vibrant Ghanaians who want to work but cannot find jobs because President Mahama has run our economy into the ground. If the president would only look a little closer behind the veneer that closets him, just a little behind his immediate circle of family and friends, he will see and feel the agony of Ghanaians. If he looked a little closer, even at the rank and file of his own party, he would recognize that this is indeed an economic crisis. Maybe the president should talk to young Awal Mohammed, who was until this past week the Deputy Director of Communications of the NDC Zongo Caucus. He does not sound to me like an unpatriotic young Ghanaian. If the president looked a little closer, he would see the army of desperate young unemployed who are in despair. If he would see a little closer, he would see the number of teachers and nurses who have worked for 3 years and been told they will be paid for 3 months. If you looked a little closer, you would see the number of businesses that have collapsed as a result of the ruinous years of Dumso. I have met the hairdressers, the vulcanizers, the tailors, and the food sellers who have been reduced to penury because their businesses could not survive the energy crisis. Yes, there are a few people prospered under this government, largely